Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we have the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
And our opinion, of course, Bob.
And we got beautiful arms, don't we,
Oh,
Brad?
Bob, our arms are to die for. We can't hardly go to the beach without
People commenting.
Yeah, it's quite a sight.
They're maybe laughing a lot of times, but
Yeah.
we thought they're laughing with us.
But anyways, Bob.
Okay, five simple exercises to get beautiful arms. We want to keep it real simple, something you can do throughout your day.
Sure.
And you know, a lot of times just to tone the arms. I don't know if you can build muscle with these too, without a doubt.
Right.
But we're probably leaning more towards the toning side of things.
Right. Yeah. If you're looking for that big massive
bulk,
atrophy where
the melons.
Yeah. Then you may have to go to somewhere else. But for the average person who works every day and has their children and family and wants to get toned up and stay healthy, this is going to work.
All right, and if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and toned. And we also, please go over to the Facebook and like us, because Bob and Brad, all this week, we're giving out those positive vibes to those of you who like us.
No extra charge.
No extra charge.
There you
They
go.
come free of charge.
On the house.
All right, so 5 simple exercises. I'm going to first show, basically you can just buy a exercise tubing with handles.
Right, that really is a big benefit to get the nice handles.
Now these are the type that are already, they're pre-attached. Do you want to show one, Brad, where, the sets where they come, where you can clip off different handles?
You better believe it, Bob. We'll just pull one of these off of here. And
so
I do like these. This is the kind I use.
Yeah, I mean, you buy a set. So you'll get like a set of 5, and you'll get 5 different colors. And 5 different intensities.
Yep.
And
the handles come right off.
But if you're just starting, you're not sure you're even going to do this, you may want to just buy one of these
Yep, they're a little cheaper. But once you get to using these, you know what you're going to need.
Right.
It doesn't take much time.
So here they are, 5 simple exercises. I'm going to start off. I'm going to do these all in a chair so that you can know that if you're just in your office and you want to get a little quick workout in. So I'm going to start off with biceps. Couple different ways you can do this. You can work on both at the same time if you want to.
Sure.
I got my feet underneath the band and helping hold it down.
Yep.
You can also just do a single arm, and you can go. If you're a little bit just starting off and you don't want as much intensity.
Sure.
You can also make it a lot more intense by doing a double band here like this, and now you're getting a better workout here, or even putting it out this far.
Right. And you could step, loop it around your toe and step on it there to adjust.
Get a little further out.
Right.
I'm not sure what you're saying, Brad.
Here, like
just
this.
like this.
No, Bob, like this. Put that foot in there.
Oh, I see. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. There we go. Oh my God.
Now you're starting to.
Now you're building muscle.
There you go. So there's a lot of options. You can be creative with the bands to get resistance that you want.
So then I'm going to go into shoulder flexion. And usually I like to go thumb up.
Sure.
And we're just going to go straight forward. Brad and I are not big believers in going above 90 degrees. This is right angle is 90 degrees.
Right there.
Because you can get some impinging going on.
Right.
Now, there's people of you that are going to disagree with us on that, but I just, in treating people for this many years now, I've just found out it's better to be safe than sorry. You're still going to get strengthening of that anterior deltoid, but you're not going to get the risk factor as much.
Right. So, as a therapist, that's what we do. We work with hurt people all the time, and we want to keep people healthy.
So this is the second exercise. You're just working on flexion. Always have good posture with these, and always make sure you're breathing.
There you go. Yep, so Bob's up nice and tall, not slouched.
Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go underneath this one, I'm going to actually go into abduction. And the same with that one. We're going to go out, thumb up, and we're only going to go again up to 90.
Yep.
With most of these, we're doing what, 12 to 15 reps, Fred?
Sure, yep.
I got something on my mouth. But,
Why, Bob?
Here we go. All right, so we're going to go out to the side now. And this is a harder one to do. You might give yourself a little more slack.
Sure.
Because I'm working on this one. You have a long lever arm, and you have a short muscle.
Right.
So you may want to start with a less intense one on that, or, that green one's a good one, isn't it?
Yep. And, like I'm doing here, all these that Bob is doing seated, you could do standing.
You absolutely
under your foot as well.
Yep. All right, the next one is I really like to work on forearms. I really think, the arm is made up of the forearm also.
Right.
And a lot of people don't work that forearm.
They do skip it.
But skip it.
Think about Popeye,
So here you can easily do kind of the flexion and extension of the forearm. by, I'm gonna move this handle a little bit and put this down. And so I'm working into extension here. And then I can flip around and go into flexion.
Bob has really got some his forearms are defined well. He does exercise his, and you do it because it helps your golf game, right?
It helps my golf game a lot, actually. And we've got a product we got coming up here in a couple of months, right, Brad,
right.
that we invented. And
right.
I've been really working with it, and it's really increased my grip strength and my forearm strength. And so
I got to admit, it is a nice device, and there's nothing else like it, and it shows it. So anyways,
so that's
what's
number
next?
4. And the last one is going to be triceps, Brad. And it can be a little bit difficult. I mean, I do this type of thing, and it slides up.
Yeah.
I did it off the back of the chair, and it slid up. So you almost need to have something where you can slide it through, like this chair has it. You know, it has a gap right here, and that works out really well, actually. I just go through here and bring it around.
You need something to anchor the band to that is going to be at the right position.
Yeah,
and it's
now
not going to fall off.
And then you can even support the elbow here and work like this.
Let's show that.
We're going to turn from the side.
Yeah.
Here.
So we're using the framework of the chair to anchor the band.
Yep.
There you go. And it's not ideal, but it works.
Right.
This is one that's standing. You got to have something to the wall, which we'll get to.
So yeah, now Brad's going to show with the wall anchor, which I mean, we're a little bit biased here, of course, because we invented it, but we think it works much better for a situation like this.
They clearly work better, and you'll see why. Why don't you zoom on over here, Liz, and we've got, can you see it? There we go. So I'll just show you, just because we just worked on a tricep.
Why don't you show the tricep how well it works?
So here we have it onto the anchor, and I just slip that on in a matter of seconds. And so here I can go like this and get a nice angle. I can do both at once.
And now you can really push it.
There we go, and that gives you a lot more.
I mean, I use these this is where I do my biceps.
Right.
And I mean, I can get a good workout because I got 4 bands going.
Yeah.
And plus it's working on your balance and core strength a little bit too.
For sure.
So another way to do triceps.
Another tricep way. Plus you get the isometric chair. You can get a ball or a stool to sit on. I actually use a stool at home because I've got other exercises for my quads. Biceps, you go to the lower anchor. And these anchors really hold up well. You do have to put them into the stud, a wooden stud into the wall. That's what they're designed for. But this is how I do my curls. And I actually double up. I have 2 bands, so this is a little bit lighter than I would want.
That's what I do too.
Or you can simply go like this.
And you can really get a workout going there.
Yeah.
I get to the point where I can't do more than 12. That's how much resistance I got.
So Bob's going to have biceps bulging pretty soon.
Yeah.
So that's a really nice option. I really like using it from the lower level. Well, the abduction, you do have to go from the lower level. Now, abduction and flexion, I go with the lighter band for sure.
Exactly.
So
again, small muscles.
Yeah. Thumb up.
So he's going to abduction right now, away from the body.
Yeah. This works
up
really
to 90
nice.
degrees.
I'm going to go from this side because there we go. And flexion. Flexion, you could go both.
You could go both
at once.
Yeah. Again, good posture.
One at a time, yep. Up tall. And again, when you're standing, I'm working some core right now.
Yeah, you're getting a double benefit here.
Yeah.
You're getting some overall.
The neat thing about this, if you want to work some balance, if your balance feels like you're off, you're getting a little older, over 50, do these on one leg. And you'll feel your ankles working overtime to keep you in a good upright position.
Yeah,
okay?
that works excellent. So.
Very
good. Then, forearm strengthening,
Oh,
Brad?
yes, forearm. I'm going to do it this way. There's a number of different options. I'm just going to brace my elbow up against my body and work it like this. And the nice thing about this is I just step a little bit farther out if I want more resistance.
Right.
I'm going to need
flip
less
around
for this.
And that's usually the one that, to me, always hits you harder is when you do an extension.
Yeah. Those muscles inherently are weaker than the flexors.
They fatigue faster,
Yeah.
it seems like.
This one, I might even do sitting down with the band because I can then, go off my knee and then I have a more
then
stable.
you got a flat surface to work off.
Or you can use the armrest.
Armrest of the chair.
I don't do as much wrist exercise as Bob because I don't golf.
Well, again, I I use our wrist device to do it. I don't.
Right.
I don't
Yeah.
use these.
Yeah. Because it does work better.
I want to show one more. Brad, do you mind showing lats just real quick?
Oh, sure.
My wife, she said if it wouldn't be for these, she would have a gym membership. She just loves doing these. Yep.
Yep.
And so she gets a little bit toning under the arms.
Yep.
And she also gets the lats in here.
Yep.
And I know it's a big deal to her. I don't know why, but it is. And
Well, I tell you,
she just loves doing reps of those.
well, it's hard to do this. You cannot do this with weights because weights are falling down. You have to have
No.
a cable system or something of that nature. I combine these. I do a set of 10 of these, and then I do my triceps.
Oh, sure.
So
That works out good.
Yep, it's a little more time efficient for me. I like doing that.
She does the posture ones and she does those pull downs. That's
Oh.
her favorite ones to
Right.
do.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
posture ones are just,
Yeah.
you know, where are you going to, this is just beautiful. This is therapeutic, and it gets you stronger, better posture.
Yeah, that alone, it's worth getting the wall anchor is for
Right.
posture because that's so
Absolutely.
important in life.
Wow.
So. All right, well, we wasted another perfectly 11 minutes of our lives.
Yeah,
Brad.
but still we had some fun and maybe
Yeah.
learned something. We don't really know, but one way or another, I'm glad you viewed it, you know, chimed in. And
Yeah,
that chiming in, I don't like that word, Bob.
give us your comments. How about that? Thanks for watching.